Hello to my lovely, lovely Leos. How are you today? I'm doing a shadow work reading today, which means we're looking into your shadow side. It's the parts of yourself that keep you small. They make you have these feelings of like doubt, of second guessing yourself, things where these problems within stop you from going for the things you want, or they manifest in quite negative ways, negative behaviors and things like this. Huge trigger warning for this reading. When you do shadow work, when you do shadow readings, they are designed to provoke you, to trigger you, to get those things up from the depths that you kind of bury them down, the things that you don't want to look at. They're going to probably come up a little bit in this reading. So it may be for you, it may not be for you. It's a general reading for Leo energy, so take what resonates, leave anything that doesn't. If you are particularly vulnerable or sensitive at the moment to getting particularly triggered, if you're doing some work on yourself, perhaps you're going to counselling or something like this, it may not be the right time to watch this reading. Go into this assuming that something's going to make you either have an ouch or too close to the bone moment, or it's going to get you riled in some way. These readings are designed to provoke. Okay, so yeah. Also, sorry about the background noise. It's very hot in the UK today. I have to have my window open. I live on a busy street. There's going to be noise, but I quite like it. It's like you're here with me, having a chat with me. It's fine. Don't continue with this reading if you don't feel like today's the day that you're ready for it. But having said that, you do need to be open to receiving the messages. So you don't want to go into it with your guard up, but you want to go into it open and willing to learn some lessons and do some work on the bits of yourself that aren't perhaps the best. I've got I saw a cherry pattern. To me it looked like cherries, but actually it was very similar to the pattern that's going on in the background to this card. Very similar colours and everything, so they could have been trying to show me this card, but you could have like maybe a patterned wallpaper. There could be something about either this pattern or cherries is what they showed me visually, and then this card came out and I was like, that's very similar actually to what I saw. It could be something to do with fireplaces for you. They just tried to give me a name and I missed it. I'm sorry, it'll come back if they want me to say it. The song that came through for your reading was Bad Guy by Billie Eilish, and now, and that is an absolute banger. Love that song. I'm getting that somebody's playing the role of a bad guy though. Billie Eilish in that song, she's spoken about it where it's like she's putting on a facade. She's not really the bad guy, but she's playing the bad guy, or she's willing to be the bad guy in a certain situation. That's kind of what I'm getting through. Somebody who let's go here. We've got two characters in this reading, possibly three with the Queen of Wands, but I feel like this is part of the Empress. The Empress is all four Queens of the Tarot, so I feel like there's something very magnetic going on with this Queen of Wands for somebody, with this Empress. I'm kind of seeing it from this King of Pentacles view. Again, remember, gender can be flipped or fluid in my tarot readings. It doesn't have to be a man and a woman. It's more situational. But we have somebody here who is a King of Pentacles character. Somebody who is... to explain what I'm doing here. I was having trouble getting the intuitive messages through for you, and the decks were really speaking. So I was playing around with them a little bit between the readings, and I've just done Cancer's reading, and now I'm doing your reading. And yeah, they were definitely talking. Specifically, these two cards came out together when I was playing with them, and then when I asked specifically for your reading, they came out together again, and I'd separated them in the deck. So definitely there's a message trying to come through here with the Five of Pentacles and the Empress. So these are the first two cards that came out. I've clarified them. The Five of Pentacles is this feeling of failure, feeling of something not working out, the feeling of like having the door shut on you, so I feel like somebody feels shut out from an Empress-like figure. So this could be a boss, a mother, or the Divine Feminine. I'm reading it as a love reading because it's got this Queen of Inspiration here, the Queen of Wands. I feel like this person finds this person very inspiring, very magnetic. They're very drawn to this person. It could be in business, it could be in pleasure, I don't know, but it's showing with this Two of Cups connection. So this is like if it is love, the Two of Cups with the Empress, it's like, this is your person, this is the only person you want, this is like the person that ticks all the boxes, it's like a dream come true, right? It's like this person is everything to you. And with the Queen of Wands, very, very magnetic. A lot of creativity here as well. I'm really getting like creative flow, creativity flowing. So it's like you work, however the situation is between these two people, they work well together, and this almost like a muse energy, right? It's like this source of inspiration and growth and opportunity, because that's the meaning of the Empress. So kind of like Libra, Sagittarius energy going on here, Taurus energy as well. Something going on there with that. Could be you as well, like this gorgeous Queen of Inspiration energy, very Leo. Over here on this side, clarifying the Five of Pentacles. Now I feel like the King of Pentacles has either shut this person out, I have the reason for that, or they feel shut out by this person. It could be that they both feel shut out from each other. It's like there's a separation, a block between these two. I don't think it's a separation in terms of husband and wife, because it's showing as very, very positive here. It's more showing as two people who click, two people who work really, really well together, but there's something in between them that's preventing them from coming together. They've both, I feel like they both feel like closed off from each other or shut out. Oh, my nose. All right, so definitely there could be a message here for somebody having a problem with the nose, either nosebleeds or a bump to the nose. Sorry, they just really gave me like that feeling in the top of my nose. I'm literally pinching my nose now like I've had a nosebleed. Bad Guy by Billie Eilish. It starts with a white shirt, now red my bloody nose. My daughter yesterday on the park, I was playing with my son, and he was on like a spinning thing, and he put his hand out and absolutely backhanded her to her face, accidentally. He just like, I think he went to grab her or something, and he just accidentally like whacked her, like a proper whack. So she had a massive nosebleed. She had a white vest top on. Her vest top was covered in blood. She looked like she was in an apocalypse movie, which she quite enjoyed. We've got photos. But yeah, like absolute like gushing blood like everywhere. It was gross. She probably should have said a trigger warning for that, but I feel like somebody could have had a big nosebleed, a bump to the nose. You know, the hot weather as well can trigger that, so that could just be an indicator for somebody. But yeah, they just I've got it on my notes here, look, just to kind of prove like it's on my notes. You see this? So there you go. Red shirt, white bloody nose. Yeah, that's for somebody. Somebody could have a dog, somebody could have a fish tank, I don't know. Somebody could have a cat. Yeah, what I'm getting over here with this King of Pentacles, then this kind of closed out, it feels more business than love. It feels like maybe somebody, like maybe you've had a creative project together. It feels like you work really well together, a little bit like coming at it from different angles, right? But it works really well because this person's showing as quite creative. It's probably your energy. This person's showing as very, very grounded and practical, the person who can make things happen. But yeah, it's like there's this door between you where you can't, it's like you can't work together at the moment. It's something to do with this King of Pentacles, possibly. Now, it could be that they're really, really focused on their dreams, their wishes, their ambitions right now. It could be that they're doing some sort of studying, gaining information, and they're juggling two different situations. Whatever that could be. It could be like work and life, right? It could be like two different projects, but there's this juggling energy. So it could be that they're following their dreams, following their ambitions, trying to gain some information on that with the Page of Swords there. What I'm getting though as kind of like a stronger message that's coming through, I mean, it could be both, it could be one or the other. I'm getting that this King of Pentacles could have the spotlight on them for some reason. It's like they're in the limelight. They've got a lot of attention on them because this is a meaning of the Star card. Could be that they are, doesn't mean they're necessarily a star in terms of like the classic sense of like show business celebrities. I mean, they could be, but they would be very good at what they do. They would be very, very skilled. It's like kind of like craftsman energy. I'm getting though, it's like, you know, it could be that this person, the King of Pentacles normally is in a position of authority. So it could be that this person is, I'm hearing well respected in their community, but it could be that this person is like, they are the boss of a company. They are very well known in that company, in that business. There's a lot of people around this person. because I'm getting this kind of like they've got a lot of eyes on them energy, like they're being watched, they're in the spotlight, they're being watched, which means they have to kind of like almost like tread a tightrope is what I'm getting, of like juggling their life and their situations. So I mean, it could be both, like they are very well known, a lot of eyes on them, so they can't go to this person, and then that bad guy song is like, it's almost like they've got judgment on them, like they have to be the good guy. So maybe it's like this person's like, because this is the Queen of Wands, the Queen of Wands knows what they want. They know what they want, and they don't care what people have to say about them, because it's all about, it's not like egotistical, it's just confident. It's confident. It's like, I know what I want, I know what's right for me, and I don't care what people have to say about that. So I almost feel like this person is prepared to be the bad guy in a situation. Sorry, I just heard prepared to be the bad guy, to be the good guy, because they're not scared of judgment. But I feel like this person, because the King of Pentacles has a lot of responsibilities, it's like they can't be the bad guy in a situation. There's this watching and waiting energy. It's like prepared to I didn't know that was there. Could be a connection from, and there's the Queen of Wands again. Could be very, very magnetic connection. Could be somebody that you knew from the past. Could be childhood memories about this person, but it's showing as like soulmate connection, good memories, happy memories of working together. There's this kind of like preparing. The Three of Wands is a card about you've made your decision, you've made your mind up, and you're waiting for the right time. So it's like this person's waiting for the right time to explore emotions regarding this situation. All right, the total side message there for somebody. That was not the intention of the reading. It just came through in place of the intuitive messages. So we'll kind of leave that there. I don't know if I'm going to use that deck. I will shuffle it if I go to use it again. So bad guy. So you're a tough guy, acting really... No. So you're a tough guy, like it really rough guy. Chest always so puff guy. Just can't get enough guy. You're that bad type. I'm that bad type. Make your mama sad type. Might seduce your dad type. I'm the bad guy. So I was just getting the lyrics through because we're doing a shadow reading and I'm wondering what's going to come out. Right, just give me a second. I'm just tuning in, sorry. Not sorry. Okay, I'm a little bit sorry. Just bear with me. Shadow reading. Leo energy for Friday. You've got the 10 of Swords, ruin. That's like the Caesar card, that's like stabbed in the back. Betrayed, ruin. You're afraid of ruining what you have. Ruining a good thing. You're scared of endings, you're scared of painful endings, you're scared of the destruction of something. For truce, look at that, ruining truce. Ah, oh, lust. Oh, gorgeous. I love that card, sorry. Like this gorgeous imagery. That's the strength card. Really interesting depiction of the strength card. Like the Queen of Wands would see... The Queen of Wands would see lust as not as something negative, not as something bad, but as something desirable, because it's motivational. It's all in how you use it, right? So a lot of shadow energy is like, we all feel things, we all have these things, you know, we're told the bad, we're told we shouldn't have those feelings because the Bible tells us so. It's natural, it's human, we're humans, right? We're not gods, we're not angels, we're not perfect. We're humans having a human experience on earth. And part of that is understanding that we have human emotions and needs and feelings, and it's what we do with that that matters. So it's like if you got angry, a lot of people get angry, they punch walls, they punch people, just going back to that bloody nose, they're showing me the imagery, they shout, they lose their temper, they burn bridges. You know, you can use anger as a destructive force, or you can take that anger and use it to fuel you to be better. You can use it to be competitive in terms of like pushing yourself, improving yourself, saying that's never going to happen to me again. You know, you can use it to change things for the better. So you can use any feeling as a destructive force or a positive force. So lust can be used to to help you make up your mind about what you really want or what you don't want. You know, lust can fuel you to make you confident, to make you take action. So it is the depiction of the Strength card as well. So yeah, something going on with that. Ruin and truce. I'm almost getting, now it could just be a fear. I'm almost, oh, sorry, I'm hearing things as well. I'm hearing, it could be that somebody has something on someone, like somebody has like the tea on someone, and it's like they could literally ruin this person, is the way it's coming through. Can you find a truce? Can you heal this situation? I feel like somebody has felt like they've been stabbed in the back, because this is a card about healing. It's like somebody's trying, somebody's either damaged somebody's reputation, or they've tried to, or they want to. So it's like, how do you find the truths? It's almost like coming through to me is like the straw who broke the camel's back energy. It's like, it's almost like that 10th sword hasn't gone in yet. Because this 10th sword is like the death blow, right? It's like, y tu brute. It's like, you know, the one that really hurts. That last, that like final, like once that last sword is in, like the 9 of swords is a huge amount of pain and anxiety and worry. The 10 of swords is like, that is done. Like, no coming back from that. Like, that's the betrayal. That's the one that really hurts. But I feel like the 10th sword isn't in yet. Can you make a truce? Okay. I don't know if that means anything to anybody. I'm going to focus now on this card, because this is the card that actually came out to read for your shadow energy. Oh, knees hurt. I can't seem to get a good setup. I've got a new overhead camera now, which is really, really helpful. I like the angle, I like the size of the video, but it's if you're used to my little 1x1 videos, you may have, and you're watching on a phone or something, you may have to just turn your device. Make sure you can get it on you know, landscape. Make sure that the camera isn't locked in your settings. You may just want to turn it to get a better view if you're used to that small camera that I usually use. But yeah, I think this is how I'm going to do it going forward now. Right, I'm getting up. Because I know some of you watch all my readings for like story mode, right? It's like story time with Cinderella. Okay. So this is your shadow, okay? This isn't, don't direct this at anybody else. This is something to do with you and your energy. You know, your shadow work that you need to do for you, not for anyone else. Okay, 4 of Swords, truce. Jupiter in Libra. Do you know what it's giving me? It's giving me the imagery that I got through like dreams and stuff a couple of weeks back, where it was like, there were like these horses rolling in. It was like this army coming in, this Sagittarian energy, like these ocean horses coming in, and somebody just waiting for that tide to hit. It's like waiting for that, you know, waiting for that person to betray them almost. And it's like they arrived and they were an emperor, and they weren't just any emperor, like Aries, Taurus energy. They came in as Libran, almost like an Augustus Caesar type character, where it's like, I don't want to fight if we don't have to fight. Let's have the peace talks. Let's have the negotiation. It's that same kind of energy coming through. It's like, it may not be, you may have assumed the other person's intentions. The other person's intentions might surprise you in a situation. You may not have to fear the worst. Okay, I'm going to stop talking. I'm going to read. Keywords. Jupiter in Libra. Again, yeah, Jupiter is like emperor energy. It's Zeus energy, you know, god of the gods. It's also expansion energy, talking about the empress there. You know, the power to grow things. And Libra is balance. So it's funny that we had that 2 of Pentacles there as well. Yeah. It's feeling right. It's feeling like this energy, but it's an emperor. Jupiter in Libra, calm, centered, clarity, spiritual cleansing, integration, expansion. The tips of the 4 swords, all of equal strength, meet at the center of a full-blown rose. Worries have been conquered. The clarity of the Ace of Swords has been regained. The blue colour comes through again. The yellow-green of spiritual creativity dominates the picture once more. This is a good atmosphere for the rose of recognition to unfold and expand. The rose of recognition. Especially that's interesting if somebody's been feeling like ignored, right? Like out in the cold, like ghosted even. This is a good atmosphere for the rose of recognition to unfold and expand. Again, expansion energy. Jupiter carries the qualities of joy and expansion. Jupiter carries the qualities of joy and expansion. Whatever situation has seemed hopeless until now actually contains within itself all the elements of a fortunate, prosperous solution. My heart just pulled. The green cross in the background indicates a complete inner unification, the integration of all four aspects: mind, emotions, body, soul. A warning is also presented here. Truce does not mean peace. There may be a surface calm which is only maintained by suppressing feelings and impulses. Interesting. So you're being encouraged to suppress feelings and impulses. Because I feel like that's what that king is doing. I feel like he's suppressing. Examine very carefully the possibility that disturbing influences are already present, merely hidden for the moment. By recognizing these in time, you will be able to rob them of their disruptive power. That's really interesting. Nobody here is showing as disruptive, by the way. In that initial reading, that's showing as harmony. So it feels more like the disruptive forces come from whoever's doing this, like spying, watching energy. Feels like the observers. The observers are destructive. Where this is, whoever these people are, this is shown as like harmonious, right? And healing. The star card is also healing. This King of Pentacles could literally be healing, like health-wise. So so there's like, I feel like outside of you there are, what does it call it, disturbing influences, and they're hidden. But if you recognize them, you'll be able to rob them of their disruptive power. It's like you'll be able to do the right chess move, right? You'll be able to think 2 steps ahead. And that 10th sword, that stabbed in the back brute sword, is not going to go in. You have enough indications, you have enough inner clarity to successfully carry out your plans. Be sure at all times that you feel good about what is happening. So use your intuition, use that gut instinct of Leo, right? Yeah, like trust your gut on this one, Leo. Question: what supports or what hinders your clarity? So this is a question for you. What supports your clarity and what hinders your clarity? What gets you into clouded judgment? What makes you confused? When are you clear? What makes you feel clear? What are you clear about? It may be worth writing down, like getting a sheet of paper and almost like writing down the things that you're sure about. Like the things that you're 100% sure about, and then write down a list of questions about things that you're not sure about, and then like investigate it. What makes you unsure? What makes you sure about the things you're sure about, and what makes you unsure, or who makes you unsure about the things that you're confused about? And maybe like a good little exercise for somebody. So you've got a suggestion as well. Check your surroundings and rearrange them to support calm and centeredness. And then you have an affirmation. It says, I am at peace within myself. So no matter what's going on around you, be at peace with who you are, what your kind of truth is, and don't worry about anything else, like the storm, like close the door on the storm. So it feels like, I mean, this is your shadow energy, so it could just be that you've got, perhaps because of something from your past, that you've got a fear of betrayal, a fear of, it's almost like don't think things into existence, don't, you know, things could be fine, but you always have this sense of like, somebody's about to betray me, a friend's about to stab me in the back, what's going to go wrong with this is going too well. So it could be that you have this tendency to kind of like, you know, shut the door on things that are actually quite good for you, because you're scared of the other person shutting the door, right? A door can be shut from both sides. I mean, you'd have to lean in, you know what I mean. A door separates two energies, and you can shut that door and you can open that door. If you look here, that key's there. This person could lift their head up, get out of their own head, get out of their own feelings of like fear, and they could open that door from their side. But likewise, like a door can be shut or locked from both sides here. But there has to be some kind of agreement to keep it open. Also thinking about the imagery of like the Temple of Janus. If you've heard me talk about the Temple of Janus from ancient Rome, the doors were closed when peace was when Rome was at peace. The doors of the Temple of Janus were closed. When they were at war, they were open. So if an emperor got to shut the doors, it was kind of like a big deal. It was like a badge of honor. You know, I shut the door. I shut the gates of the Temple of Janus twice. You know, we had peace during my rule. Okay, so more about the shadow for Leo, the Mirror. I am kind of getting that you're doing quite well, but it comes from, it's almost like this fear of like, I'll hurt you before you hurt me, or I'll ghost you before you can ghost me kind of thing. Look at that, the shadow and the mirror. Yeah, look at this. You could be dealing with, just thinking like how I was saying, it's like two people come from different angles. It's giving me that kind of yin yang energy, that kind of the relationships are in our lives, and we have a lot of soulmate relationships. Basically anyone in your life has a soul contract with you to teach you things, to be in your life for a phase. It could be that somebody is here because they trigger you, because they force you to look at your shadow side. If you want to look at twin flames, you can do. I'm not saying this is twin flame, but it has that feeling to it of like you meet somebody else and they reflect back at you all your fears, your insecurities, all your the things that knock your confidence. It's like that person is designed to bring these things out of you, to make you do that shadow work, to reflect those things back at you, so that you can, they're showing me ping pong again, so that you can work on them and heal them, right? You can deal with those issues within yourself because you recognize them in somebody else. It could be like, you know, you have, it comes up a lot for me, but it's like you could have an alcohol dependency. You drink too much. I'm not saying anyone's alcoholic, but it's like you could drink too much, and then when you see somebody else who's drank too much, and you see the way that they behave or the way that, you know, their health is, and you think, oh my God, that's me, and I don't want to be like that. It's that kind of energy. Again, these people are both showing in the upright. They're showing as good energies, good people, right? The king, an empress and a king, these people are like, these are like solid people. They've worked hard on themselves. Like whoever this reading's for, like I can see they've been doing a lot of work on themselves. But, you know, even when you get into empress energy, you know, it can be like the world throws us a curveball. I don't know, I'm getting a lot of like tennis ball energy, you know. It's like the world throws us a curveball, and we wobble, right? It's really testing us. Have you really done that work? Have you though? It's like bad guy. Okay, so the shadow and the seed. So the seed of an idea. There's a seed of something. There's something growing. There's an opportunity. There's a concept. And the only thing that's going to stop the growth of that, because you've got the Empress there that shows abundance, right? This seed could grow to be something really, really big and beneficial for everybody involved. There's a lot of potential there. So I feel like the only thing that's going to stop this is you getting in your own head, your shadow side flaring up, you shutting the doors to opportunity and potential because you're scared. Because you're scared that that other person's going to be the one to do that. You're scared, you've got your like 10th sword raised because you're scared that they've got their 10th sword raised. It does feel like I'll hurt you before you can hurt me. Right, let's read the mirror. I'm gonna get up to do this. I've been sat on the floor too much. I went out yesterday to the park, and I've been like sat on the floor. So sat on the floor far too much. I'm getting a little bit stiff. I need to do some yoga, that'll help. Right. I don't, it's just complaining about my own problems here, just bear with me a minute. Okay, so Leo, your shadow side, remember it's to do with this like healing energy. I feel like you've been healing your shadow side with the Four of Swords, reflecting on things, reflecting, right, with mirror. Okay, excuse me a second. It's my daughter asking if we can go swimming, but I think I need to probably ring up and speak to the pool. I don't know if we have to like book it or something now. I don't know what the COVID restrictions are on that. Right, the reflection, the illusion, the looking glass. We look into mirrors every day without recognising them as portals into another realm. They can shatter, flatter, distort, reflect and project an image back to us that we deem to be true. The energy of the mirror is all about self-perception. When the archetype of the mirror appears, we are in the mythic land of Narcissus, who saw himself reflected in a pool and fell in love with his own image. So compelled by his reflection that he couldn't... This feels like Leo energy. People do say, like, Leo is the sign with the big ego, right? For better or for worse. So compelled by his reflection, he could not turn away, a fixation that eventually led to his death. Recognising the power and danger of the mirror, it is a construct... Recognise, the power and danger of the mirror. It is a construct, one that may drive a shard between you and your true self. That's interesting, because I'm seeing this as the mirror, right? And it's almost like that's it as well. Like that is like the mirror there. Like separating you from your hopes, separating you from your dreams, your desires. Like it could be that these are two sides of the self, the masculine and feminine, right? Like this is the mirror. So it's not a door after all, it's a mirror. Okay. The mirror contains trickster energy. Put the phone down. I'm not saying that either of these people are. It's the energy between you, right? It's your shadow energy that lies between you and this other person. Put the phone down. Stop with the comparisons and let the mirror stand empty for a while. Rest with the one inside. When light, witnessing the deeper self and pure awareness. But when dark, and we're talking about narcissism, we're talking about, not narcissism, sorry, I'm not calling anyone a narcissist, but maybe. I'm talking about the shadow side. So it says, when dark, narcissism, comparison, and harsh edges. So it could be that because this person sees this person as an empress, they think of themselves as lower. I mean, they're a king of pentacles, right? So that is like pretty good. But the king is one king and the empress is all four queens. So it could be that because this person has this person on such a high pedestal, and again, it doesn't have to be romantic, it could be somebody at work, right? Comparing yourself to someone at work who you think that person's got it all going for him, you know. It's like this person, although like a king of pentacles, this is one of like the best people in the tarot. King of pentacles in the upright, this is like dependable, grounded, talented, skilled, knowledgeable. It's such a good energy, but compared to this, it's like they feel inferior. But that comes from them. It comes from them almost putting themselves down rather than seeing their own brilliance, right? Because maybe this person sees himself as a Queen of Wands and thinks of this person as an Emperor. You don't know because you don't see their perspective. Go deeper. Yayoi Kusama's Infinity Mirror Rooms. For further reflections, read the poem I Am Not I by Juan Jimenez and Yoko Ono's Mirror Piece in Grapefruit. Speak to yourself gently and kindly in the mirror. It will feel awkward at first, but it's a sure way to become friends with yourself. So yeah, it's... You're doing Leo. It's Leo doing Leo. Beating yourself up, comparing yourself to others, making yourself feel inferior. Because you're comparing yourself to others where actually, you know, especially like if you're looking at Instagram, Instagram's like people just showing the best version of themselves, right? They're showing their perfect, like if their life was perfect, it would be like Instagram. But the reality is that they don't post pictures of when they wake up with no makeup on, all spotty. I do, hi, I'm an idiot. Or like, you know, the bad days, the shouting matches, the things that break. They're not the things that people tend to share. People tend to share, oh my God, I'm on a yacht, even though that's like once in their whole life. It's like that's the image they want to project. So stop comparing yourself to the perfect version of people, because nobody's that version of themselves all the time, right? So how does Leo work through this energy? This constant, it's almost like destiny, look. This constant reflection of themselves, this constant, it's like compare and contrast. Like you're doing a compare and contrast exercise from uni, but with other people and yourself, and you shouldn't ever do that. You should know who you are and stand strong in that, whether this is you or whoever. Advice: how do we deal with the shadow? How do we deal with the shadow for Leo? How do we deal with the shadow for Leo? It's coming in with this sense of mistrust as well. It's like, it's almost like coming into things thinking that everybody's comparing themselves to you, and it's like you have to be the best. So it's like this competitive, like, it's like if it pushes you to be a better person, then that's great. But if it makes you have this sense of like, I need to betray them before they can betray me, that's not healthy, and that's not like how friendships are. Merlin the dragon and courage and serene. Look at that, gorgeous. All right, so I'm going to whiz through these. I'm going to stop jabbering on and just tell you what they say. Merlin the dragon: continue your journey, discovering what you need to learn, understand and own. Merlin the dragon, to give him his full name, is an incredibly large and sage old dragon whose message is one of teaching and learning. If he has found a way into your reading today, his message is that not all things are as they seem. Exactly right, Instagram. Not all things are as they seem. Some are images being reflected back to you. No way. No way. Like, I cannot make this up. You saw how those cards came out. Not all things are as they seem. Some are images being reflected back to you in order for you to understand discernment and learn the lessons of self-trust. Only once you've done this will you discover how to stand in your own power and own who you truly are, right? And not worry about those blimmin' eyes on you, right? Especially if you're kind of like in the limelight. I don't know why I feel like you're in King of Pentacles energy. But again, gender's fluid, so flip it if you need to. In tarot. And in real life, you know, it's a thing. The Grand Master Dragons are able to shapeshift between the dragon and human or angelic form, in whichever guise he adopts. Merlin is the teacher of teachers, like Zeus, Jupiter, right? The god of gods, the teacher of teachers. So heed his wise counsel. You are unable to teach others until you fully understand the lessons yourself. Once you have mastered these, you are in a position of clarity and ownership and can share your wisdom and with integrity and power. Until then, hold your tongue and continue your journey, discovering what you need to learn. Again, with that, this is like a learning energy. It's a student, it's a gathering information energy. So it's almost like saying, hold your tongue, like be in this energy. You had the reading, didn't you? Was it your reading or Sagittarius's reading? Somebody had the thing with the two lions coming apart. It's like you have to come apart, you have to close the door to go away and do that healing work and come back together. That's how it feels. That's the same message again, and like it's almost like my heart's racing, but it's like low down. It's like towards the bottom of my ribs. It's like a low like humming. Okay. If you notice that owls keep crossing your path, so watch out for owls. It doesn't have to be in real life, it can be on advertisements, you know. Know that Merlin is around and wishing to share his infinite wisdom with you and show you what you need to learn. He will stretch you and often answer questions with another question, encouraging you to seek the answer from within. That's what I was saying. It's like, you know, I was saying, like, write down the questions. It's like if you're not getting answers, you're being told to look within for the answers. The answers aren't outside. You can almost see like the bookshelves are not like, they're not like really in focus. It's like that's not where the knowledge is. The knowledge is like in this person's hands in the first place. It's almost like this wolf-like dog. It's like in the instincts. Like you have the knowledge you seek. He is not an easy grandmaster to work with, but he will guide you well. Right, this is giving me seer, courage to change. Have I the courage to change? Be brave, stand tall. You've got this. Leo, you've got this. Oh, I'm still recording, just to check. Yeah. Just a bit worried about it cutting out. The beautiful, powerful dragon comes to the fore when we need to be strong, usually on an emotional level. We may need her strength for many life situations. For example, when we have lost a loved one or we are making huge life changes and we need an extra dose of courage. She is there to support you, an anchor to hold on to. She says, you are safe. It's fine to be strong and vulnerable at the same time. You are capable of a great many things, and it's time to acknowledge them and to believe in yourself, Leo. Believe in yourself. Your depth of character is your ally. Your ability and tenacity are your anchors. Now is the time to own them. Be brave, stand tall, you've got this. You are far braver than you give yourself credit for. And if you find your courage failing and your self-doubt taking over, call upon courage to find your feet. She will guide you through any challenging situations and support your self-belief. All you have to do is ask. She assures you that everything is exactly as it's supposed to be. If you are unable to see the bigger picture, courage is a perfect meditation partner. I'm just going to pause and show you something. Hold on. Alright, so I'm almost getting, don't be afraid of this side of yourself. Don't be afraid of your own passion, your own confidence. You know, don't be afraid to believe in yourself. So this courage card was kind of giving me strength card energy from the traditional tarot. So just to kind of show you some of the imagery here. It normally does depict a woman and a lion, just to kind of show you. Do you remember the lust card coming out, the woman and the lion? So it's like it could be a connection in your life, somebody who makes you feel confident, gives you confidence, reflects your own best qualities back at you, believes in you. You know, we are showing with the Two of Cups in the upright here. And this person's very magnetic, this person's very confident, they own. It's like this person, I mean, you could be doing this for somebody else as well, because it's very Leo-like. This person owns their sexuality, their truth, their confidence, their vibrancy. It's like this person would have no problem stepping into that spotlight and being exactly who they are. And so if this person is like acting as a mirror for you, like reflecting, you know, if you are comparing and contrasting, the message is you can do that too. Like you can embrace this part of yourself and adopt that, especially if there's something to do with like business and you want to like open doors and opportunities. It's like, it's okay to be confident. It's okay to say, I have these skills and talents. I've worked really hard on this. I know what I'm doing. And I'm confident that I can move myself into the next level. You know, I can move into Emperor energy. It's how that's kind of coming through. But I really want to tell you like how positive this connection is just by reading some of the examples of this. So, you know, it looks bad, doesn't it? It looks bad, but if you read it, it says Leo, like keyword Leo, right? Passion, multi-dimensional creativity, talents, right? Talents, strengths, skills, integration of animalistic energies, overcoming old fears and conditionings. The traditional name is strength. He renamed the card because its meaning includes much more than the word strength expresses. Lust means more than vital strength. It also includes joy and the enjoyment of that strength. It means passion. A woman sits on the back of the lion. In her... Hang on. Just give me a second, because there is negativity here, but I'm focusing on the positivity too. 1 second. Alright, so... the animal within is not tamed and integrated through struggle and repression, but through affirmation and surrender. The strength you gain in this process helps you overcome old fears and restrictive conditioning, represented by the folded hands and faces on the saints seen dimly in the background. Lust reveals its valuable creative potential only when fully tasted, savoured and drunk in. Only then can it be understood and implemented in your own process of becoming aware. The way to light passes through all aspects of darkness. Okay, so there's something in that coming through strongly there. It's like finding, it's like not denying something within yourself, but embracing it and using it to be like, they're telling me fully formed, like to be fully formed, because if you suppress something, you're not full. So this, you know, taking it from, just thinking about that Bad Guy song again. It's like taking something that you beat yourself up about, that you feel like the bad person in this situation, because you have passions, you have needs, you have desires, and actually turning it on its head and turning it into something that powers you to become confident and creative and powerful is a big lesson in this reading. All right, I'm going to dial it back in because we're getting over the 40-minute mark now, but it's like finding peace with this, right? So yeah, I feel like somebody's come into somebody's life to teach them a lesson, and it's reflecting something back at them. So it's like comparing and contrasting in a positive way of like, it's almost like, I can show you how to do this, but you have to open the door to it. You have to be receptive to it, is the way it's coming through. Like, don't shun it. It feels like shunning energy because they're worried about what other people are going to say because they're in the spotlight. So they're studying, they're learning from this other person. Doesn't mean that there has to be anything else between that, but it's like, it's showing us like seeing something from a different perspective. Because you're watching how does this person do it? How does that person do it? Why is that person so confident? Why is that person so bold? How do I find that within myself, and how do I utilize it? It's coming through like a very practical way. And where will this take Leo? Where will this work take Leo? Oh my God. Leap. Like, oh, that's like Aries energy. Leap. You go first. The universe will catch you. Boundaries. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? Well, that's the boundaries. It's like, that's the boundaries. While pushing everybody away, going into almost like hermit mode while you do the self-discovery. And then it's like you can take the leap of faith towards what you want, and you can do it confidently. Like, what a fabulous card. And this is a new deck for me, by the way. I don't think I've ever read this card before. So like, I'm discovering it at the same time as you. I'm always getting like that take the lead energy again that was coming through for Cappy a lot. It's like somebody else has to go first here. Or you have to go first. It's your reading, Leo. You go first, the universe will catch you. They kind of give me that, you know, when people can't hang up the phone, it's like they don't want to go. It's like, no, you put the phone down first. You put the phone down first. Like, and like nobody will put the phone down. It's that kind of energy. Life bends for the courageous. I'm not being funny. Look, so much courage here. You've literally got the courage card. This, like, I've pulled the strength card out for you. It's come out here with lust. All this like wand energy over here. But life bends for the courageous. Fortune favours the bold, right? The fortune and love favour the brave. The universe wants to support you, but first you need to leap, to throw life up into the air. Perhaps you know what you're being called to leap towards or away from, but you're scared to make the move. Or maybe perhaps you're waiting for a big fat sign or an instruction manual. Feels like King of Pentacles. They'd want the instruction manual. Or permission to do so first. Give yourself permission. If this is you, then this card is your sign and permission. It's your permission slip to take a deep breath and leap into the unknown. Sorry about the beeping. It's scary to let go of all that we know in hope of something new. But he has. This reading is so interesting. But he has let go of everything he knew. Look, the shelves are like, they're like blurred. That's not where the answers are anymore. The books don't have... You can't do it by the book anymore. The book doesn't work anymore. You have to innovate. And you can only innovate if you have the confidence to do so. Whoa, that came through intuitively. That was big. Okay. If this is you, then this card is your sign and permission slip to take a deep breath and leap into the unknown. It's scary to let go of all that we know in hope of something new. And it's normal to feel anxious at the thought of letting go of what we know for sure. But this is the unavoidable. Remember the list, what you know for sure. And you're going to let go of what you know for sure. Because you've questioned it. It's like Socrates. I think there's a thing about Socrates and knowledge. And about this, whether knowledge is secure or not. It's like knowledge can always shift. Knowledge is always changing. What we think we know is always being called into question. There's always new evidence that supports it, you know, like brings itself up. There's always innovation. Like the star card being like Aquarius energy and innovative. Like, if you don't innovate, you stagnate. So there's something in that too. It's normal to feel anxious at the thought of letting go of what we know for sure. But this is the unavoidable process of rising. And right now, this is how you're being called to live. Nature is constantly showing us how to live with courage. Unbelievable. Fall comes every year and encourages the trees to loosen their grip. to allow what once was so full of life to fall away leaf by leaf. For a moment it feels like nothing will grow again. The branches are left bare without the comfort of what once was. But in the morn of spring, new shoots begin to appear, and something new is born that is even more glorious than before. This is like this energy. So this deck is really speaking in your reading. It's like, so I can see like that gorgeous Six of Cups card again. Like, this is it. This is the tree where everything's fallen away leaf by leaf, and you feel like nothing will grow again. That's this energy. But it says, you know, the key is there. You can open that door. I feel like there's a relationship here from the past, and it was really, really good. It was really good. But I feel like the door was closed for some reason. And I feel like it's not what either side of this wanted. Again, it could be a work relationship. Oh, my heart. But it's like, I don't know. I don't know what this is. I guess you both had to go away and do some work. It could be one of those relationships where you trigger each other, but I mean, it's showing us the Two of Cups though. I don't know what this door is. I'm confused about the door. I'm confused about the door. It says work your light action. So it's like an affirmation, right? You go first, take a good run up and leap. Leo, I don't know. I'm so intrigued by your reading. Like, that's so interesting to me. Like, so much courage. You're building up all this courage to take some sort of leap. And you're letting go of everything you thought you knew, and you're opening up to new experiences. It's very cool. But yeah, you have to do it from a place where you're confident in who you are first. All right, Leo, I hope this was helpful to you. Leave me a like and all that stuff. And hello, Stealth Watchers. Thank you for supporting the channel. Thank you to those who police that comment box down below. I do see that sometimes people post like dodgy links. Never ever click a link in the comments. I'm never going to approach you for money or anything like that. And I do see that people are getting in there and removing those comments before I have the chance to. So thank you to those of you who are like reporting those dodgy links and stuff. Yeah, best of luck with that, Leo. Very cool reading, and you have absolutely got this. If anyone's got this, it's Leo, right? Just be that lion, be that lion, be the head of the pride. You've got this. You've absolutely got this. I'm excited. I kind of want to come like hang out with you and see where this is going. All right, do take care, and I will see you again soon. Bye, guys.